Welcome everyone, how's it going? How are you today? On this beautiful another bullish momentum in the space of crypto, we are just heading towards the first month of 2024, January. Couple of days into, as the market is finding already stability towards pushing upside, this is how the environment is seeming to be constructing for the upcoming days. Therefore, we are actually waiting for the ETF approval, and hopefully that's going to happen. As well, today's presentation is on the Avalanche price prediction for January 2023, a cryptocurrency that is always worth our attention considering it is amongst the biggest out there. $701 million volume for the past 24 hours. Avalanche has been down for the last 7 days on 5.89%. Yet we are not down in our trading, which is something can complain. $160,000 pure profit on the trade, 45 BTCs on a value of $1.8 million for the total size. We have longed Bitcoin on 25x leverage. Our margin has been $76,000, and there's basically an available margin here of $451,000 out of 528 of the account, right? So cannot complain. Trading goes pretty well. For those of you that would like to participate, make sure to check out my trading journal. Option number 1 comes without any upfront fees, only a commission from pure profits achieved. Commission is paid by you every 7 days, and we perform the trading completely outsourced through API trading permission. I'll talk about it at the end of the video, guys, along the way with the one-on-one coaching program for anyone out there that is serious about this business and is aiming most likely to get financial freedom with the current bull market. Now, what's happening on the Avalanche side is something that I would like to cover as fast as possible on the topic side by finding great support. If this is the place we are going to finally react, then there is no more question marks around that. We are going to at least re-verify the resistance level located on the 50s. Unfortunately, Avalanche has to deal with this number 50s, which is definitely a psychological, very strong barrier. It is also an extension to Fibonacci, which is another point towards the bearishness side, as well as we have been so far dominating the increasing dashboard with 460% in 68 days. Avalanche had 10 days in a row during which it was unstoppable, guys. 70% in 8 days. Take a look at that. It's almost 10% daily. Imagine that this is all down to the margin side, and if you multiply it basically with a leverage, you can end up in such scenario with 1,000%, 1,500% circumstances by monetizing this movement from the beginnings. This is something that people could achieve, let alone you have the ability to trade the movements, which means that you will have the ability to multiply the organic movements of the market by taking advantage of the shorter term actions. Now, Avalanche is still under great representation of support that is at the moment in clear domination. So you're not supposed to be scared of yesterday's rejection appearing right there. I'd like to zoom into a little more and talk about it in this form. Now, our reaction definitely appears on a great level of the extension where the retracement has been stopped. Previous resistance is also at the top of the blue line right there. The candlestick we are having today, for example, is appearing basically to be above the 20 days moving average. This is an amazing sign for Avalanche to consider futures price action, and the 4130s are basically the current level, which is definitely a place where the market should build another couple of days of increasing times to deal on a great margin. So we are speaking about the movement back above $46 as fast as possible within the next 48 hours. This movement is going to be very well monetized. I mean, percentage wise, that's going to be around 12%. The retracement we've been going through was actually taking out a lot of the people. 7 days we got hit with a 25%, and it's interesting that during retracements, market crashes, or downtrending environments, I get more and more people requesting for coaching, so I get applications of coaching. The reason is so that people go through big losses, go through big situations where they are highly emotional, making mistakes, losing big time when the market is decreasing. and having those difficulties that some of you might have experienced. And for me, this is always a question mark behind the doors. Why is it people waiting basically to go through such big losses and moments before applying for education? As I am speaking about people that do not know how to trade. They don't have basically a comprehensive way of trading, starting from the concepts of tradings that are successful, strategies, indicators, a way of thinking in terms of psychology, the proper risk management in percentages, in specific ratios, and so on, how to entry, how to exit, based on what kind of conditions, and many other things. So the majority of people do not know how to set up the settings basically to do the technical analysis. They have difficulties working out on the settings side, which is where they get stuck, and then they're not able to see the data that is meaningful. So you're not going to be able to see what the traders see. You're not going to be able to act when they act. It's quite simple and straightforward. Now, Avalanche, like I said, as soon as it's finding support today and it's sitting like it does at the moment on this daily, we are in great hands. As well, we have been successfully resetting certain indicators out there that we're measuring the trend. This is pretty much a great part of it. Although you might question, why is it not touching basically the orange line as an example? Well, the orange line is the 50 days moving average, and we don't have to touch this at the moment, considering the gap, which is still between the 20 days and 50 days. A retracement of another 17% would represent trouble due to the fact that your blue line of the extension, 1.414, will actually, this one, will actually become your enemy of resistance at a time you will revisit that in that case scenario. So it's not something that we would likely enjoy seeing, a retouch of the 50 days. It's fine as it is, guys, and we are in a really bullish context. What about the above levels for January? Well, the number one thing, like I said, is I care about in January to retest the top, which is something that I consider as a great target already. This is a movement that from now represents 21%. There's obviously 27 days to go out of this month, and this is just 21% right there to be achieved, which is something that could be delivered in 2 days as soon as the market starts moving and BTC breaks the top. So we are not having any form of extremist target out here. First of all, I do want to see the markets are finding themselves on a retouch with the 50s and then pulling back basically, but a pullback should not be lower than this wick right there. That wick is situated on 45.36, so I would actually say the $45 is going to be a level where you will have basically the ability to react with a buying pressure. This is the time my breakout is going to be confirmed, when we will also confirm the 45 from the top downwards. This is something that we actually need basically before we actually eventually try to break out. That's it, folks, on the Avalanche side. Once again, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We have many other videos, including videos where I trade. You see that under the shorts tab. Quite a lot of the things out there that you can look around and find out more on the topic. Enjoy yourself, guys. This is my trading journey. You can find out more in the description area and comments area. You have all the links to everything, including the one-on-one coaching program. Like I said, if you believe that this is a great opportunity for financial freedom, if you believe that you need education in this topic from someone that's been trading since 2014 full-time, I do have videos out here with trades that I've executed, and you will see plenty on my channel. Have a good time, folks. Register now for a free call with me. Have a good time again, and talk to you soon.